every 6 months. However, the initial will that you created will still exist. It's just you've then created an update and an update and an update. And obviously there can be security around it as to who does the will for you, how do you verify that the correct person actually submitted the will, etc. Those can all be embedded into the smart contract itself. So there's a lot of processes at the moment where you find there's multiple wills and you're not sure which one is the most recent or the latest will, whereas with blockchain it's time stamped. It's you know who submitted it at which point, where they submitted it, the geolocation of that will being submitted. All of that is then embedded into the blockchain, and hence it's one of the ideal cases for blockchain technology. One of many,
wow.
But yeah, that is it.
Okay, we need to go for an ad break. When I come back, I'd like to ask the questions. Do you still then involve a lawyer in, the accessing of the will, etc.? And then let's look at the issues around income tax and a whole host more. This sounds absolutely amazing, but undoubtedly there are legal implications as well. Let's unpack all of that right after the ad break.
Keys have now reopened on 235 Matthews Maiwa Road in Durban. Head on over for the Taste with Kick. We offer something scrumptious for everyone in the family. Wraps, chicken tikka, burgers, tender grills, mocktails, milkshakes, and so much more. Corporate and events catering available. Visit our social media pages for more info or call 031 209 0119. Kiki's, the Taste with Kick.
Africa Muslims Agency teams are on the ground in Afghanistan. Millions of people go daily without food. You can heal Afghanistan. Sponsor towards feeding a family at 1,500 a month or any amount. Visit africamuslimsagency.co.za or call 011 834 8685. Africa Muslims Agency, inspiring the spirit of giving.
By asking about
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness. And every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and freezer card calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
Approximately 785 million people in this world do not have access to safe, clean water. In developing countries, around 80% of all illnesses are due to contaminated water and poor sanitation. Don't let dirty water end a life. Build a water well in Bangladesh, Malawi, Nepal, Zimbabwe, or here at home in South Africa. Donate to Penny Appeal's Thirst Relief Project to bring safe, clean water to communities around the world. www.pennyappeal.org.za or call 031 1100 573. Penny Appeal. Small change, big difference.
Kids these days are smart, and when you're competing for their attention against their smartphones, you need to make smart choices, like using Sunfoil triple refined pure sunflower oil in every meal you make. It's naturally cholesterol-free and approved by the Heart and Stroke Foundation as part of a balanced eating plan. So whether you're cooking, frying, or baking, you get the great tasting results that'll get their attention faster than the latest app. And if that doesn't work, change the Wi-Fi password. Sunfoil. Now we're cooking.
For a long time, we've lived in a centralized world where institutions held the all-important data and confirmed all transactions. Those times are over. Welcome to Libertas Group, a blockchain development company boasting an ecosystem that continually redefines the way we do business. Our blockchain is decentralized, making it immune to hacking or alteration, putting the power back in your hands with no middleman so you can focus on the growth of your business. Libertas, the simplest investment choice you'll make.
Listen to something fresh. Listen to Salam Media, your humanitarian broadcaster.
Okay, it's almost 10 minutes to wrap up time. My guest is Asif Aziz. He's the Chief Technology Officer at Libertas. They are a blockchain solutions and investment company. They're here to talk about their latest product, which is called TSF. And of course, we've fielded quite a number of questions to Asif. Let's continue the discussion till a wrap-up time. Welcome back, Asif.
Salam, Jazakallah.
Okay, so do you want to respond to my questions, which I posed just before the ad break?
If you just recap, I think there was 2 or 3 questions in there. Just give me the first one again.
Okay, let's talk about income tax. That being the one, and there's this perception out in the marketplace or in the general public that if you deal in cryptocurrencies, and I know that you're not only about cryptocurrencies, you talk about a total business solution package, which TSF obviously is. But there is this perception that if you deal in cryptocurrencies, you can make a lot of money and you don't pay tax on it.
Why wouldn't you pay tax on it?
I don't know, because you're able to hide it, I presume.
Yeah. You should pay tax on it, right? No, it's like anything, right? I mean, in essence, we're providing you a business solution. We're providing businesses with a solution in how to be more efficient in their business, right? For an individual, from an individual perspective, what you find is that TSF is a coin that exists on our exchange. You're purchasing that coin based on the demand for that. So you're going into the exchange, you're purchasing a coin, the exchange platform called TSF. You understand the product, you understand the project behind it, you've understood the risks behind the project, you understand the gains behind the project. If you look at February this year, TSF was sitting at 1 Rand, where it's currently sitting at 5 Rand 50. So you understand that there's a gain, you understand that there's a trend, however, you understand there's a risk as well, right? So you go into Libex, you purchase the coin, and you stake that coin with Libertas to say, okay, I'm going to purchase your coin from you today. However, I won't sell this coin. I'm going to hold on to this coin for the next 6 months or so. And by me holding on to this coin for the next 6 months, I'm expecting to get a gain from that. The gain that you're getting from that, you need to understand, you need to look at the law behind it, and you need to obviously pay the taxes that you're required to pay from it. The initial investment that you put in, if you put in 100,000 and you bought 20,000 TSF coins, you then stake those coins with us for 12 months or 6 months, and then you withdraw those coins and you get 150,000, for example. There is a tax implication, definitely. And,
so you have to declare it. Okay, so you have to declare it. Obviously, then, I'm wondering in terms of the banks, when, how do you interact with Libertas and your bankers? And then one of the questions I also put to you regarding the wills was, do you have to then get a lawyer involved as well, despite the fact that you have filed a will, via TSF through Libertas?
Correct. So, I mean, Libertas as a company wouldn't go and read the LLPC or the law book and then define what that smart contract should say. We would initially engage with a law firm, which we have, in defining what the smart contract needs to state. And then that law firm becomes almost the person that once you submit your will on the application itself, it's going to go through to the law firm. The law firm is going to be the ones that hold that will and almost become the executor, and the law firm will then carry out that will and become the executor of that will. So there's no bypassing the law, right? You need to engage. You need to be able to ensure that you're following the rules that are set in place, because the rules are there for a reason. The objective here is to make them efficient, is to make them trustworthy, is to make them cost effective. The idea is not to bypass. So lawyers are there for a reason. Continue using them. However, providing the lawyers with a solution that means the client doesn't have to come in front of them, define what the will is every 6 months, then get into a confusion once the decease happens. So that's the objective. It's not to bypass an existing process. It's to create efficiency within that process.
You've covered a lot about TSF. I'm wondering into the future, because it's unbelievable where technology is headed for. Would this application, would this product TSF in the future be available to people like us, like myself, maybe via an app, a smartphone app or some such thing, where you could kind of engage with this technology immediately, and not through a consultant?
Correct. So TSF is a coin. That coin exists. It's there's 5.8 million that's been mined up until this point. As transactions run on the blockchain, more and more TSF is being mined. It exists on the Libex application, where you can download from the Apple or the Play Store, so iOS and Android, where you'll find the Libex application. Once you download the application, you do your KYC and your FICA registration. Once you've been approved with your KYC, your FICA, then you go in and you purchase TSF as a coin. You analyze the trend, you make calculated decisions, and based on that, you then hold the coin or stake that coin with us as an individual. So you don't have to be a business to engage with us. Individuals too can reap benefits from purchasing these coins and analyzing the markets and really just holding onto those coins as they grow and then sell them back into the market. It is peer-to-peer trading, so there's peers that want to sell, there's peers that want to buy, and of course we as a company facilitate all of this for you.
Where and how does what is the driver behind and I know with most transactions or all transactions it's supply and demand, but in terms of what is going to make the coins or TSF to crash? Please God, it doesn't come to that, inshallah. But what are the drivers behind making this a success, the TSF coins and the product a success? And what could possibly go wrong to create a crash?
With you. So it's a decentralized system, right? So let me address the risk before I address all the amazing things about it. What could go wrong? It's a decentralized system. So in essence, when I speak about mining, what I'm telling you is that TSF as a network has multiple computers across the globe that is mining the transactions on this network. We as a company have 50% of that network. So we as a company, we mine 50 to 60% of our network, whereas there is individuals in the general public that is also mining the network. So Allah forbid anything happens to the company and the company goes under, then the public will continue to mine the network. And the reason the public will continue to do so is because for every block you mine, for every business transaction you verify and say, yes, I agree that the transaction has happened, you get rewarded for it. So within the code, we're providing a reward of a coin for every time you mine a transaction, right? And that's where the 5.8 million coins in existence comes from. It's from mining the coins, and mining means verifying the transactions on the network. So because it's decentralized, the power doesn't sit in one organization's hands. That's the idea behind blockchain. That's the objective, is to ensure that the people themselves get to control the network and to be profitable from it. So the risk doesn't sit with Libertas. For as long as the public sees value in the project will continue to run. Right? I mean, nobody knows the businesses behind big projects like Cardano, Ethereum, Dot, etc. Those projects just continue to run because the public backs those projects, and that's pretty much how you address the risk from a blockchain perspective. Where do we see ourselves, and what are the benefits of it? I mean, creating the demand for something is not difficult, right? I mean, you can look at any problem in this generation and you can find a solution for that. However, applying the solution that is going to be cost effective, that is going to be efficient, that is going to be secure, without creating another problem from solving a single problem, that's where we come in, right? So our developers, our expertise, our company prides ourselves in the way we create the value for our clients, and in us continuing to create value for our clients, we continue to create demand for the network. And as the network grows, we continue to create demand for that coin, which is the gas fee to use the network. So the possibilities are endless when it comes to TSF, specifically for these reasons. And obviously the risks, as I highlighted, in a decentralized environment, the risks are minimal because it's decentralized. The power doesn't sit with Libertas as a company. It sits with the public.
Nice talking to you. We've come to the end of the show. I still have a gazillion unanswered questions around this issue. Still trying to wrap my head around it, but undoubtedly we will have another opportunity to talk some more. Lovely chatting to you. May you guys grow from strength to strength. And assalamu alaikum to you. That was Asif Aziz. He is the Chief Technology Officer at Libertas, talking about blockchain technology. And as I was talking to him, I couldn't help but wonder about all the other horror stories we've heard about Bitcoins and how people have been scammed out of millions and millions or billions of their hard-earned money. But Asif seemed to have thrown some light on this issue, and I think this does deserve a second interview to explore even further, inshallah. It was lovely talking to him. I do hope you've made sense of the questions asked and his responses, because he was much clearer in his responses of this product TSF and the TSF coins than other people that have been on the show regarding Bitcoin. So that's where we will end it. Thank you indeed for being with me on the show this morning. Hope you've enjoyed my company as much as I've enjoyed being with you. A big thank you to our production team, Milazi Boy, and of course Nasreen. And I wrap up by saying don't forget the COVID protocols and take care on the roads. They are madly busy. Till Monday morning, as always, I love you with you. Assalamu alaikum with me, from me, Julie Ali.